Howdy everybody, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system with a jam-packed Manic Mark show today, full of jam-packedness. I went all over looking for records today and only found a few. So we'll just do records. Here's one of the records I got at half price books. It's got dinosaurs and space rockets on the front. How could you beat that? Ah! And I twisted my back lifting heavy shit. I worked for 2 days. Did I say that? Starring Phil Foster as Bronte. It still has the little wheel on the inside with the dinosaur head, and it spins, and it's Allosaurus. This is just what I need. It's phonetically spelled. I almost forgot. If like this or over here, is because I didn't finish the list. Where was I? Dew point. I stopped with dew point. Or was it string theory? Number 8 on the list was string theory. I still love, right at this moment, string theory. Ichthyosaur. Stegosaurus. I know those. Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, Triceratops. All these kids know these. They don't need to know how to pronounce these. Ooh, here's one. Monoclonius. Monoclonius. That's a new one on me. Monoclonius. Now I like to insert my list today of things that I still love right at this moment. I just woke up and there are a few things that I still loved. Decided to make a list of 10. Number 10, double rainbows. I still love them, even though the first time I got married, the day before I got married, there was a double rainbow. And I took that as a good omen. It wasn't, but I still love double rainbows. It ate fish with no teeth. How did it eat fish with no teeth? Anyway, that came with the record about dinosaurs. Number 9, low dew point. For 2 days in a row we've had a low dew point. That hardly ever happens around here. It's usually somewhat humid, but I'm thinking that's why people like to move to places like California where there's a low dew point, because you just feel good all the time. When there's not a lot of humidity in the air, you just feel perky. Even if you feel like crap, you feel good at the same time. Number 7, spell checker. I love spell checker. It's a marvel of modern times, modern inventions, but I don't like the auto spell correction thing where you try to misspell something and it tries to fix the damn thing for you. But not as wacky as that last dinosaur record. Holy crap! That was insane. I probably cut a lot of that out. I also picked up a gallon of Chem Dip. This stuff lasts forever, but my old gallon of Chem Dip it's so nasty. I bought this gallon. Why? Because the damn carburetor on the lawnmower that I've taken off 3 times still isn't working right. There's no, the little, I already went through all that. I'm going to try soaking it. I think it's something else, but I'm going to try soaking it. $20. Better than if you just felt like crap and you were sticking to yourself. I don't like sticking to myself. That's another list. I'm getting off track. Number 8, string theory. I still like string theory. I don't care for, this is going to get me in big trouble. I shouldn't even talk about it. I picked this up, another copy of this. It would have been a mini fresh cover, but the idiot that was selling records at the flea market used price stickers that won't come off. Yes, they do come off, but they take parts of the cover off with them. I hate that. This is a mini fresh copy of that record. It was, but Coast to Coast. I used to like Coast to Coast, and I still turn it on at night. But George Norrie, how many people out there love George Norrie? I don't care for him. Anyway, no, I'm cutting all that part out. I got to get to the thing about, now, yes, I'm going to do it right now. That just takes up a lot of time. Now you're saying, Manic Mark, why do you try to misspell things when you do such a good job without trying? I don't know. Okay, go on to number 6. Meteors in the night sky. I love the little streaks. But I don't want the meteor to come down and hit the earth. A big one would be bad. That would be like, what do they call that? Extinction? extinction event. But a smaller one, if it came down and had alien viruses on it that turned everybody into zombies, I wouldn't like that either. Okay. Some people left comments when I did the lawnmower thing about other people that they knew that foolishly hurt themselves. I think Van said that she worked at a print shop and somebody cut their hand off, chopped their hand off with some kind of paper cutting machine. You know, they use them. Number 5, puppies. I still love puppies. I've always loved puppies, and I still love them. The vinyl's mini fresh, never mind. So I didn't bother to take the sticker off of this one. It's music for the Ballady Shadow play. There's a guy going out of business. I got those 3 records for $1. Oh wait, Ned, I got this one too. It's a copy of the Ken Hacker Society. I've got one, now I have another one. It's local. It is weird. It's just a weird... I'm cutting out all the part where I'm talking about all that stuff. It was a paper cutting machine and a person cut their hand off and they said, how did you do that? And they said, well, I did it like this with their good hand and chopped that off too. There was another horrible one I can't remember. Martin Denny. I got a Martin Denny album for 50 cents today. I've got this one. But Martin Denny's awesome and it was 50 cents so I picked it up. And they said, mow your lawn, you person. Your lawn looks like hell. And he's like, oh, he was a jovial sort and a nice guy, but he had a horrible looking lawn. And finally he broke down and bought an electric lawnmower, went out, cut the lawn, sliced the cord right off and electrocuted himself. That's pretty horrible. There were also, now, while in half-price books, there are they're pickers. Let's just call them, I'm not going to call them collectors, so I have no idea. But they're record pickers there. And you heard me tell this story before. Why do people do this? It happened again today. I come in, there's the 50-cent records are down, kind of have to sit on the floor, get one of those little chairs, and you sit there, and there's some guy going through them, but he's at the far end of a 10-foot, 12-foot giant row, 2 rows, one on top of another, and then on top of that, number 4, blue buntings. I don't know, it just came to me. They're little tiny blue birds, not like bluebirds, because there are bluebirds here, but the blue buntings, they're very small. It's elusive, but they're so blue, it's like you plug them in. They're electric. They've got little batteries in them. They light up. They're really amazing. On the other end, so I get in the middle away from him, and I see finally he's coming my direction. I didn't know which direction he was coming, so I thought, I'm going to be out of his way, right? He's flipping through faster than I am. I get towards the end of my 5 or 6 foot row, and he stands up and comes right to where I'm, right basically over me. That may almost be like more of an accident rather than just foolishness, because you think you could cut the cord of an electric lawnmower and you wouldn't electrocute yourself. Somehow that seems like more of it. And it's not like you electrocuted yourself once and almost died and then came back out and said, look, I chopped the cord just like this and then electrocuted yourself for good the second time. It's not like that. Why? As it turns out, he goes through the whole stack on top. He could have just stood up where he was and came my direction. I don't know. So it's like here now I have a decision like to make. Do I say, should I, sarcastically, should I wait until you're done? Excuse me? Or should I just keep flipping through? 2 things are going to happen. 1, this is what's running through my brain. I'm just going to keep flipping through because he sees that I'm flipping through these things going in this direction. Right at his crotch level, right there. I'm just going to keep flipping through. I'm going to get closer to his crotch. 2 things are going to happen. 1, number 3, a nap. Who doesn't like a nap? Especially when it's combined with number 9, a low dew point. A nap, a low dew point, and a Bud Light Lime. That's not on the list. I need to take something off the list to put Bud Light Lime down. I still love that right now. He's going to go home today and have a fantasy about how close I got to his crotch, and I didn't want to think about that. Or he's going to become uncomfortable, possibly. So I keep going, and so he finally gets uncomfortable enough that he steps aside a little bit. Dick, there were still a few private press albums, like this one. It's Ray and Clark. Look at that, Ray and Clark, there they are at the Musicade, and the number 1 track on the A side of the record is a 5-minute cover of It's a Small World. Look, here's a picture of all our stuff. And there we are. Why are they shaking hands like they don't know one another? What else did I have to go over? The guy, oh, the potato head. I gotta talk. Remember when I made a portrait of my wife out of a potato? It's still good. That was so long ago. It's been sitting on the dining room table this whole time. Number 2 was handguns. Maybe I'll take handguns off the list. I still love handguns, but Bud Light Lime. No, leave handguns as number 2. I was thinking about maybe just doing 13 portraits of people as potato head portraits for Friday the 13th. But there's probably a law against sending. A potato is probably considered to be perishable, and I'll be thrown in jail for 10 years. No, they won't. They'll just take me to court and take all my money. Because you mailed a potato. It was funny. It was a funny face. It had rhinestone eyes and sparkly foil lips. We thought it was funny. We had a laugh. We went out to lunch, talked about it. But no, we're suing your ass because it's a it's perishable. Here's a gospel organ album. I would normally pick it up, but it says organ tones with vibroharp. That just sounded curious to me. It's on a label known as Zondervan. It's on the Zondervan label, and there's no reason why I saved this one for last, but it's something special, just in parentheses, just for you, by Freddie King. And it's autographed on the back by Freddie. Strike a pose, Freddie. There you go. There's a pose on the back. Every photograph that was ever taken of Freddie, he's sitting there with his arms sort of like... Number 1, a new pair of boxer shorts. I was ambivalent about boxer shorts or white socks, and now Bud Light Lime. One of the 3. How come I just can't pick? Now let's talk about nasal polyps. I wanted to sign off today talking about nasal polyps. Has anyone out there had a nasal polyp? I've developed one, and I don't like it. It's like a hemorrhoid inside your nose, and people go, ew. Why are you talking about that? I could show it to you. You could see it. I'm not gonna. You shouldn't even be. This is not good. You have to go. They just don't go away. Not like the other kind of. This is not good. You have to go to a doctor, and I'm just putting it off. You know, I'm thinking maybe Chem Dip. If I could just swab some Chem Dip on the nasal polyp, it may somehow something probably not very good is going to happen if I do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh. I almost forgot. You know, out of 1,000 videos or more that I've got online, almost no one, very seldom, does anyone just drop by that I don't know and leave a comment. And somebody watched the video I made with the painting about developing a baby stroller that you use to mow the lawn. It's a lawnmower that you strap a child seat to. They didn't think that was a good idea. They were against that. They just thought it was a bad idea to strap a baby. It's dangerous. They said it was dangerous. That okay. Apparently so. You can't do anything that's unsafe anymore. Why would anybody be against strapping a baby to the top of a lawnmower? You got the noise, the heat, the whirling blade, shit flying out of the lawnmower. But you know where your kid is at all times while you're mowing your lawn. You don't have to be worried that the kid's behind you and you're going to back up over them with the lawnmower. No, the kid's strapped in safely into the seat on the lawnmower, going deaf, getting sunburnt, probably with allergies. The grass going in the face is not going to be good for the baby. Screaming. The baby will be screaming, but what do you care? The lawnmower is so loud and you better be wearing earplugs. You know what I'm saying? You better be wearing earplugs. Maybe you can get some baby earplugs for the baby. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways to make my ideas safer. Thanks for stopping by.
What lies ahead for us? Destruction, mortal dust, or the breaking of a brand new day. The head of all mankind lies deep in all our minds. The world needs love to show the way. Do you know what to do when the Lord says to you, what have you done to prove your faith? Can you say you did your best to help all the rest, or will you simply fade away? When judgment comes for you, what will you really do? What will you think? What will you say? Will you stand up and say, God's love showed you the way? Or will you hide or run away? But won't hate go on? They never see the dawn. When will the night turn into day? The hate of all mankind lies deep within our mind. The world needs love to show the way. What lies ahead for us? Destruction, mortal dust, or the breaking of a brand new day. The hate of all mankind lies deep within our minds. The world needs love to show the way.